Welcome to Checkmate. I'm your co host, Game Changer, where we have Melody Amber here, and we are going to talk about things that we see in social media that we find interesting enough to talk about. This video that we're about to discuss, I haven't seen yet, but she has. So, you'll be getting a fresh reaction from me, and you will be getting a reaction from her on how she feels about what she has already seen. So, stay tuned for that. How you doing, Melody Amber?
I'm good, Game Changer. How are you today?
I am doing well. As I told you, I was raking my lawn when or else I would have started recording earlier. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I had to do that and some other stuff.
And it's
So
crazy because I'm in my mind like raking your lawn at this time of night, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 3 hours ahead of him, so
right, and
I
that's why I
forgot
had to
about
do it before it got dark.
right. Because here it gets dark around 5 o'clock
Yeah, it was around 5 o'clock here.
your time. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was like, let me hurry up and get this out the way before it gets too dark and I step in something.
Yeah,
So
right. Something you don't want to step in because you
yeah,
know you hate
exactly.
dog poo. So we
Well, you
all
say
do.
that like it's a me thing. I think everybody hates it except dogs. Like,
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I took my dog to the dog park like about a week ago and stepped in poo right at the gate. I was so upset about it.
you walk around with a bag in your hand, don't you?
I do actually, because I actually pick up after my dogs. So,
I mean, it's clean, but it's nasty. Like in this at the same time. Let me ask you this:
mhm.
has a fella ever hit on you while you had dog poop in your hand?
No, but I usually don't walk my dog around men. I usually walk my dog when no one else is outside,
Okay,
or when I go to the dog park, it's just me. So,
yeah,
but I'm like,
because I don't know
okay.
if I could hit on a chick, no matter what she look like, while she got doo doo in her hand. Like just talking to a chick and she got a bag of doo doo like right there in her hand.
But you should appreciate the fact that she actually curbs her dog. She's actually clean and she cares enough about the environment to pick up poo. So
I do appreciate all that. However, she got dog poop in her hand.
true. I get it. I definitely get it.
Yeah,
But today we have, of course, Kendra G.
hmm,
One of our favorite things to talk about because the
absolutely. Yeah,
modern women on there are so ridiculous. I mean, it's just content that falls right in our lap, you know.
absolutely.
But yeah, this one is crazy because the woman is not a bad looking woman. And also, she's young, but she's everything that we talk about in a space.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. Well, I look
that's
forward to seeing it.
right. So, we're about to see it right now. So, let me share my
Hey, hey,
screen.
Melly, before you start, thinking about putting soy sauce
Soy sauce?
on a taco, because I'm curious. And you know what I mean when I say taco, because I'm on keto.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't you on keto? But
Yeah,
yeah, I know what
so
you
you
mean.
know what I mean when I eat. When you like, what you having for dinner? And it's like a bowl of meat and cheese, and I call
Yeah,
it
without
taco
the
because it's that type
shell.
of season. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was thinking about putting soy sauce on that because I'm tired of eating the same thing.
Don't do it. It's full of sodium. It's salty. It's just going to bloat you. You don't want to do that when you're trying to lose weight. So I wouldn't do it.
All right,
I would put hot sauce on it though, just a little bit.
nah, yeah, no.
You don't like hot sauce.
Well, in moderation, but the short answer is no. Soy don't have no carbs. I gotta look at hot sauce. I gotta look at the thing. I gotta look at the ingredients.
Yeah, I don't think I have any carbs either. But
Maybe
yeah,
you're
take
right.
a look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are about to get into this video. Fair use, everybody.
You ain't never correct me.
Oh,
I know.
wait a minute. Let's start it from the
Hey.
beginning.
Hi. Hi, Miss Kendra. Oh my God. Let me cry right now.
You
I
got
can't see myself.
Hey,
Miss
girl.
Kendra, I can't see myself.
I can see you.
Oh my God. Guys, accepted my request. Okay. I'm in love with you, Miss Kendra.
Oh, you're going in and out. Hello? I can't hear you no more, babe. It might be on your Bluetooth.
Okay,
Take your hello.
I can hear you.
You're in love with me like in a sister way, right?
Yes, Miss Kendra. Oh my God. I'm so shocked.
Because I'm like,
I
I love
watch
you
your
back
show.
in a sister way, not in a Ellen DeGeneres way, but I love you back.
I don't think that young girl know who Ellen DeGeneres is. So for her to say that really wasn't necessary.
Well, and it was immature. I mean, you know what she meant because she's on here looking for someone and um, likely a man. But even if she did lust after her in that way, what's wrong? Like, there's nothing you can do about that.
Exactly. Just immature, like you said.
Yeah.
In the sister way. Are you ready, baby?
Yes, Miss Kendra.
No, go back.
Let me take
to
out
no,
my
that
dress.
light. Go back. No. Do the light the way it was. You need that light. That's better.
Miss Kendra, I look a little ugly.
You don't look ugly, girl.
Okay. I'm ready, Miss.
Oh, wait, your Wi-Fi messed up. I want to talk to you, but we got to get situated. Okay,
Yes,
keep the light right there.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your name, baby?
First of all, I want to talk about how pretty she is.
Okay.
I think she has a very pretty face, nice skin, natural hair, nice eyes.
I think that you think that all dark skinned women are pretty, the ones that are not fat. I
Really?
will say about her that I like her nails and how it contrasts her skin. I do like that.
Right. But you don't like her bone structure and her
Not
face.
that. It's just that I don't see
Eyes.
anything in particular. I do like her hairstyle, but that's something that will change regularly. But I don't see anything particular about her facial features that pops out. However, that's in the positive or negative. So I don't see anything that pops out in a negative way either.
Right. Well, I see the eyes, if those aren't contacts. I mean, she has pretty eyes. They look light brown and it looked like she has those lips you like.
I can't see her. I can't see her eyes. Maybe because the screen I'm using is small, but
Okay. Well, maybe you'll see it better. Let's
yeah.
continue.
Oh my gosh. Okay, breathe.
See, I like those nails.
Yeah, the nails
Are
are
you
pretty.
really nervous? This is funny. You ready, baby? Hello?
So you like white nails. Do you also like white toenails?
I don't know if I like white nails. I know that I like it on her.
Because she's dark skinned. I get it.
But see, it's not every dark. See, some things work for some women. It's your job as a woman to find out what works for me. Like, that's what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, I hate it when chicks say stuff like, "Ooh, do you want me to wear this?" Like, unless I've seen it before, I don't know. I don't have imagination enough to wear like say fishnets or something. I don't have
Mhm.
imagination enough to say all the time that yeah, I want to see you in fishnets um because then what I'm doing is I'm thinking about the last chick who I seen and it worked, but it don't work for you. I did that when years ago I was messing with this white girl and
Mhm.
she introduced something to me called a garter belt.
I was about to bring that up, I swear.
I told you that story. Did I tell you?
Yeah, you told me, but I was gonna say you like garter belts. Wouldn't you like
Yeah, but
burgundy?
not on everybody though, because like I brought that into future. I suggested that for future lovers, and it didn't have the same effect.
Well, maybe you only like it on white girls.
It could be, it could be. That is a possibility because things like that you see more on them because the belt itself is darker and
Mm.
their skin is white. So it could be that. And maybe I would like it if it was white stockings on black skin. Who knows? That's why I don't make those suggestions. It's up to the woman to figure it out. It's your job to get my penis hard. That's as possible. It is. It's not my job to, yeah.
Yeah, it's not your job, but you know what you like as a man.
I do not know what I like as a man. That's the problem.
Like,
Like, I mean,
okay.
here's what I mean. Like, generally, yes. I know I like diamond eyes. I know I like the pouty lips. But like, as far as the accessory goes, see, just because, okay, here's the thing. Like, a person likes cake, right? Human
Mhm.
beings, we like cakes. We like on birthday and weddings and stuff like that. We like to eat cake. But as far as the ingredients and stuff that make it just oh so spectacular, that the chef with the big hat and the stars, they have to know what they're doing to make it good for me. I don't want to have to go back in the kitchen and tell them the recipe, and I don't want them to come out and say, "Ooh, how much vanilla do you like?" In a bat. I listen. You make me taste good. You, yeah.
I get it, I guess. I think you did say you like dark skinned women with red lips, if
I
I'm
do
not
like dark skinned women with red lips.
right.
I
So
do,
you
but
know
that's
what you
not a
like.
100%. That's not 100%. But
Yeah.
yeah, if I was with a dark skinned woman again, that is one of the suggestions that I make, and that's because that comes from like a series of relationships that I've been in, and red lips, just like the garter belt. If I mess with a white girl again, I will be apt to say garter belt. I want to see that.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Just like I prefer a dark skinned man, but I can't say all dark skinned guys I deal with have to have short haircuts or waves or whatever just because I've dealt with men with that hairstyle. I get what you're saying. You can't put that on all men or all women.
well, it's accessories because
Right.
you was telling me before that you like off shirt dudes, like all women. You like dudes, a off shirt dude. I'm working on my off shirtedness, but I'm never going to be a completely off shirt dude. And I'm okay with that. But um, but as far as like the other little stuff that an off shirt dude can do, like tattoos or earrings or something like that. Like the accessories work for some dudes versus others. Do you want to do with long hair, to sponge versus waves? Like
Yeah.
it varies from dude to dude. Some things look decent on certain dudes, like some dudes look better bald.
Hmm.
Some dudes can pull off the bald look and others can't.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Mm. Yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
And that goes for men and women, but
Hmm.
fair use.
Hey,
You ready, girl?
I just turned off my Bluetooth.
Okay, here we go. You ready, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
Kwambu.
Kwambo. Where you calling me from, babe?
I'm in Texas right now,
Where do you live?
Dallas, and Africa.
In Africa. What part of Africa?
Zambia.
Are you visiting?
I'm visiting Texas right now.
Okay. Okay, so is it your first time in America?
No,
No.
I'm a dual citizen. So.
Got you, dual citizen. You have any kids?
0 kids.
How old are you?
22.
Okay, you're 22? Okay. So we got Kwambo.
Now, I will say she looks a lot older than 22.
That is true.
Hmm.
That is true. She looks very serious, but I did see like a little bit of a wobble tee, which is good because it means one of two things. It means that her breasts are um, naturally up without a bra on, which is definitely a plus.
Mhm.
Or a different type of plus, which means that she has a bra on, but they wobble in spite of it, which
Mm.
is also a plus.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
so
she's only 22, so she better
yeah, that's true.
than
That's
at
true. But I
22.
mean, it was like a nicer amount of wobble than the average 22-year-old even.
Right. Well, let's just hope it's real. Let's hope she's a natural woman, like her hair. I always hope and wish when I see a beautiful woman that she's natural.
Hmm.
Because it's not like it used to be where everybody had a natural booty and a nice body. It ain't like that no more. No more. Everybody's Frankenstein now. So,
Kwambu.
Kwambu. Kwambu, Dallas. She's from also Gambia in Africa. She has a dual citizenship. She lives between Dallas and Gambia. No kids, 22. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
The cross is my sign.
Okay. Say less.
Ah, she
What
said it in a
happened?
snooty way too.
the cross is my sign.
She said it in a snooty way, like the cross is my sign. You infidel.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, ah, ah,
The
ah,
cross is my sign. But let's see if the cross is really her sign the more we go on.
ah.
Are you looking for a beau?
Okay. I have standards, so but I'm also realistic, so I want more of like a nerd.
Okay, tell me what you want, honey.
Like I like good boys. I don't like guys that, smoke, drink, go out. I'm more of the type that does that. So I
Wait,
really
you
like
wait, you smoke, drink, and go out, but you don't want a man that smokes, drinks, and go out?
I know it sounds crazy, but I like more of like the guy that doesn't have the energy to do that type of stuff. The one who's more of like, I'll just stay home and wait till my bae comes back.
So she want a nerd who she can walk all over because she want to go out and smoke and drink and party with her friends while he stay home and wait for her. How do you feel
Uh,
about that?
well, I don't know if nerd should be synonymous with homebody, but she definitely is a type A personality that wants a type B personality. You know,
Right.
I don't know if that's horrible, but it really depends on what she does when she's out.
Well, they say opposites attract, so that can be it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you don't want the man to be out. So who do you go? So who do you smoke and drink and go out with if your man doesn't do that?
My friends.
So you want to go out with your friends, but you want to stay in the house with your man.
Yes, but we will have our days where we do stuff together, if that makes sense. But primarily, like, I want him to be a homebody.
But you're just not a homebody yourself.
No.
No.
Maybe when I have kids in the future, when I have kids, like in the future, I'll be a homebody, if that makes sense.
So she wants a man that's gonna sit in the house and wait for her as she goes to the club with her girlfriends, and other men give her attention because you go to the club to get, unless you're going to a lesbian club.
That's what I was thinking. So she's gonna go to a club with a whole bunch of men because usually the club is where women go in bunches when they're single to meet
Mhm.
men and vice versa. So she want her man, her nerdy man, to be home laying up waiting for her while she's out smoking, drinking, letting men buy her drinks
She
because you
didn't
know that's
say
gonna
nerdy.
happen. She did say nerd. She said nerdy.
Oh, she said nerdy. Okay, my bad.
Yes, you. That's why I wanted to share this with you because she said nerdy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought you would like it.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to rewind it where she said nerd?
No, I'll just take your word for it.
Okay, yeah, she said nerdy. That's why I thought it was so crazy. But yeah, she want to go out and drink. And you know what happens when you get drunk, a man buy you enough drinks, you might go home with him.
Hmm.
So let's continue.
I'm assuming you're going to a regular club, right?
Typically, yeah.
And then men probably want to buy you drinks and might want to dance with you or might want to talk to you in the club atmosphere, right?
But I'll say no. I won't
Or
do
you'll
it.
say no. You'll say no.
Yeah.
You'll say no.
I'm just there for more of like the vibe with my friends, if that makes sense. Like
So
I'm
just
more
there for
interested
the
in that.
vibe with your friends, and why can't your man just be there for the vibe too?
My man can't twerk. You know, it's kind of different. Like there's certain vibes you get with.
So you want to twerk for other men to watch? That's not.
Wait. Pause it.
Kendra, no.
Her man can't twerk.
That's what she said.
So the purpose of because the men at the clubs that she go to can't twerk either. So the purpose of at least I hope they can't.
Right. Some of them can.
The
Unfortunately.
purpose of going out is twerking.
I guess for the young girls, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's continue.
No.
Miss
It's not
Kwambo.
like it's not
You want
like that. Like
okay?
I don't know. I feel like my man can't do all things that my homegirls can, if that makes sense.
Right. But you don't want them to do it either. You don't want them to drink, smoke.
I like that we can see her collarbone.
Yeah.
She looked like she has a great shape on her.
Well, like I say, the collarbone plus the wobble is a good sign.
And the natural hair.
Him in the car, but yeah, the collarbone plus the wobble is a good sign.
And the natural hair.
And the natural hair, yeah.
You
The
forget about
cotton
that.
candy, yeah.
Right.
But then you also told me now I'm confused. You drink, smoke, no judgment. But when I asked you about zodiac, you said the cross is your sign. So I was assuming Jesus, right?
That's what I was thinking. Like, wait a minute. She said the cross is her sign, and she's out doing sinister things.
I didn't think it was that cross. I thought it was the Wakanda Forever cross because she's African.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You might be right. Let's see what she says.
How do you
Amen.
feel about you want to go to the club twerking and drinking? No, I was saying
He probably does not approve it, but God's grace is sufficient. And one thing I know about Jesus.
One thing we know, God, now that God's grace cancel out all our sins. All we got to say is God's grace. Whenever we do a sin, knowing, like when we walk into it, knowing it's a sin, we're going to just cancel it out, child, with the God's grace. I always thought God's grace was reserved for when you didn't know you were sinning and it was a mistake. I didn't know going into sins we were saying God's grace.
You're right. You have a point, but like I'm 22. God is not going to break neck kill me like for going to the club. But like when I'm
listen, I'm not breaking neck killing you either.
I am smart enough to know that I don't know what God is going to do.
Right.
To anyone ever, and I don't pretend. Like I don't like it when and it's largely Protestants that do this. When they speculate on what God wants, and it's always something to their favor.
Exactly. God wants me to go out and party because I'm only 22 and he won't punish me. That's BS.
Yeah, like, and he also wants me to steal this food because he wants me to be fat, or he wanted me to get this divorce. Like you can pretty much just throw anything in there.
Anything you want. Use God's name in vain. But it looks silly to me.
I'm really trying to get you to understand how what you asking for is a contradiction of your lifestyle. No judgment.
It's true.
What are your deal breakers besides your man?
She's saying no judgment, but you can tell by her facial expressions that she's judging her.
Yeah, she does that.
Crazy.
Going to the club with you.
He has to be taller than me.
Okay.
He has to be taller than me. He has to.
How tall are you, Kwambo?
5'5".
Okay. So could he be 5'8", 5'9"?
No, at least 5'11". At least 5'11".
Okay, pause
5'11".
At
it.
least 5'11".
Okay.
When somebody say taller than me, it's assuming that it's like 1 inch.
Right.
She's making like no. By taller than me, I mean he has to be 6 inches taller than me.
Yeah. I did peep that.
Yeah.
5'11", 6 feet. I just want him to be tall. But in her defense, a lot of women, because how tall is she? 5'8"?
5'5".
Oh, she's short. Never mind. I was going to say a lot of women, when they wear heels, it will make them taller than their man. So
Mhm.
I understand if a woman is like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", wanting a man over 6 feet. But when you're only 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", why would that matter? The man
Right.
is going to be towering over you unless you're wearing like 12-inch heels or something like that.
Hmm.
And she does look like she wear heels. Like looking at her appearance, she looked like she wear high heels.
Okay. But yeah, 5'5". I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying she's wrong for having that particular requirement. Um, I'm just saying that it was misleading how she said it when she said taller than me, and then she says 5'11". She could have just said 5'11".
Right. I agree.
Okay, I have no kids, so preferably I don't want him to have kids.
Okay.
And if he does, max like one, but I can't deal with any trauma.
Okay, 1 kid is the max. Okay, those are your deal breakers. Does he have to look a certain way?
No, but he can't be like ugly, like I don't want someone in a wheelchair. But
Say again, honey?
like I don't want to sound mean, but I don't want someone like in a wheelchair. But I want him to be like presentable, and I do want him to be like muscular a little bit because, like, say again in a fight at the club, babe, come save me, whatever, and he has to be ready to
Oh,
fight.
so he can't go to the club. But if you get into a fight at the club, you want him to then go to the club?
Okay, like something like that.
So she want a nerdy guy who got to stay home while she out in the club drinking and smoking and twerking with girls. And if a dude try to holler at her or smack her butt or do anything that men do in the club, she want to call her nerdy man up so he can come and fight. Do
Yeah,
that make
pretty much.
That is crazy.
It's not that crazy.
So you think that's normal to have those requirements?
Oh, it's very normal for women to do that, and they do it all the time. I remember I was at the club, and you know how I like to when I'm dancing, I like to bite women on the buttocks.
Yeah.
Say buttocks. And she was like, she gonna get my her boyfriend. I was like, all right, go ahead and get it. And you know, and um, he drove up. I was waiting for him, and it was a group of nerds. And then they just started throwing their calculators at me, and I was like, oh no, not them nerds. So I just started running. I was like, oh man, I want that. I want them type of problems. You know. Like they was calculating my trajectory. It was just horrible. It was
Oh
horrible,
my
Melanie.
God. It sounds terrible. And I'm sorry you
One of
had
them
to.
had a lightsaber. It was just ridiculous. Like I was like, oh no,
Oh my
it
God.
was a red lightsaber, and like the other one had a blue lightsaber. I was like, oh man, this is just out of this world.
Oh God, game changer. It really make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. You said throwing calculators at you. Like, why would you ask for a nerdy man if you want him to be an off shirt nagagger with muscles?
Wait,
So he
wait, 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 wait. I've been a nerd all my life, and I have gone through. I didn't. I didn't have to put a shirt on until after somewhere in the Obama administration.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a nerd and off shirt. Let's be clear.
You can be, but you're asking for him to not come with you to the club and stay home and wait by his phone for a phone call from you telling him to come to the club and fight a dude.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Easy on the swears, but yeah. No, nerd, man.
I can't.
Living life as a nerd. Living life as a nerd, man, until the day I die. Like that's
OMG. Yeah, she definitely have problems and issues.
me and my nerd friend. All I need in this life of sin is me and my nerd friend. Well,
So ridiculous.
the thing is that I mean, and it's not that we're cowards, but the thing is that many nerds are smart. Hence the stereotype of the smarter person that's a nerd. And part of being smart is to ascertain the situation before you act.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that thugs aren't really known for. You know, like you remember the movie um, Menace to Society, and then dude just walks up to Kane, and he like, I'm Ayana cousin. I don't like the way you've been. It's like, wait a minute, what do you know about the situation? That might not even be his kid. Like
Right.
Like think before you act. And then he got beat up, and then he came back. He came back with his crew, and and it's like, hey, that might not be his kid.
Right.
Like, and you don't know if he said what she said that he said. So, but nerds think like that. And then once again, it's not on some coward stuff. It's really more on some, it just makes sense stuff.
Yeah,
There
like
are fewer of us in jail. Like it's because we think it through. And um which is probably not the reaction that she wants. She wants somebody that acts and then thinks.
right.
Which yeah.
She's asking for Pookie and Ray Ray and don't even realize it. That's who she wants.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, any man that cares about her is going to come, but like what they do, like, varies depending on the guy. Because don't get me wrong, like, I don't care. If she just if the story happens the way she says it happens, and she did just get, um um touched,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, oh, okay, then we got problems. But if it's a situation where she was just throwing it on him, and then on the dance floor, and then he grabbed what was thrown on him on the dance floor, then it's like, whoa, I'm a man before I'm a nerd, and that's just part of the dance if you're doing that.
Right. But she admitted that she's going to be drinking, smoking, and twerking.
Yeah.
So whatever happens to her, I hate to say this, but whatever happens to her is kind of like she was putting herself in a position to get it.
No, I don't agree with that. And that's why I say I would look at the situation. I mean, because then you'll be one of these dudes that'll just be out there fighting for a brick face chick. But
Right.
once you start asking questions, then it's like, okay, this, now I know what's up, and this shit crazy. But and I'm not, and I didn't just assault a random dude that she pointed at that didn't have anything to do with a brick. So nerds tend to do that. At least I do. And but no, she wants somebody that thoughtlessly punch first and ask questions later. Not cool. And as far as women asking for it, listen, in my opinion, certain things are implied. If a woman is getting freaky on the dance floor, you can't be like, oh, how dare you, touch my thigh and stuff while I'm grinding up on you. I think that's immature. But if a woman is at the bar drinking and a guy just comes up like honk, then it's like, oh, dude,
Oh, that's
she
different.
didn't
I
ask
mean
for that.
that.
Even though she dressed in a way where they're out and they're honkable, it's like, hey, wait a minute, you don't just go up honking.
But why wouldn't you want your man to come with you to the club so you can feel that protection? The only reason I can think of is that she wants a lot of attention without her man being there. She wants all the men to want her and to look at her twerk and to buy her drink. She wants this. That's why she's telling her man to stay home and be a homebody and let her enjoy the vibe at the club. Like, that's not fair to me. And then the club closes like 2, 3 in the morning. Then she's strolling in the house at 3 in the morning and her husband or boyfriend is asleep. It doesn't make any sense. He should be at the club with you, enjoying it, enjoying the music.
And not only that, she mentioned that she don't want him at any club. I mean, I think that there's this. I think that she's just protective, meaning that she's a hypersexual woman and she wants to be the most hypersexual woman that he knows of. She wants a man to appreciate that aspect of her, and she's assuming that nerds that don't really go to clubs like that will have a greater appreciation for that quality that she possesses. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not.
I don't know. You have a point though. That could be it. Whatever it is, she's wrong. She's wrong for that whole dynamic that she's asking for is just wrong. And I don't think she's gonna get that.
Well, she obviously has dual needs. She wants to live two lifestyles, and yeah, they might come to head a lot, and they might not. Who knows?
Yeah, she'll never be able to keep a man with those kind of requests, but okay.
Like,
Why would you be getting in a fight at the club? You a
I don't know.
stripper? Are you a stripper? So why do you fight in the club?
I don't know. Things happen. So, but I just need him. If anything happens, Walmart, Target, Africa, I need him to be ready to fight. So I don't like guys that are very small. Like I need him to have some type of muscle, if that makes sense.
Okay. No, listen. I don't know why you said wheelchair, but made it clear. Don't be in a wheelchair. Don't be trying to roll up on her. Literally, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
judging
pause it.
somebody in a wheelchair.
All right. So what she's doing, and a lot of women do this. What she's doing is she likes what she likes, and she's trying to make a justification for what she likes. But really, you just like it because you like it. That's the primary thing, and that's why it's getting caught up in that. And it's okay. I mean, she likes an off shirt dude like you do, and like most women do. But she likes off shirt dudes because she likes off shirt dudes. To bring a practical, like, oh no, I like it because, just in case I get into a fight at Walmart, I have an off shirt. No, 90% of the time, that or is like 99.9% of the time that you're with him enjoying his off shirtedness, it's not because he's defending you in Walmart. you know it's really because you just like it. That's like a guy saying, I like big wobble tees because I know my baby will get good milk. Like, come on now.
Right.
No, you like it
That's a
because you
good
like
one.
it. You like
That's
it
a
because you
good
like
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You like what you like, but don't try to like justify it or whatever.
Hmm.
Just Keep it to yourself. That's your opinion. That's your preference. And everyone is allowed to have preferences. I always said that. So, okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't even know. I never heard of a person you say that before as a deal breaker, but okay. All right, Kwambu, let's do the Kendra Cam. Now we know we got to see you.
Okay, I'm ready. Friend, can you hold the camera for me? Friend, please.
Oh my goodness. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, girl.
You got.
Yes, I'm ready.
We can't see you, boo. It's dark. There we go. Oh, I already knew she had a body.
Yeah, she has a real
Who
nice
you had a
body.
body on?
She has a really, really, really nice body.
I
No,
mean, she's
now I
wearing a
see.
one-piece bikini, but that's kind of weird. Like,
Yeah, that's a club outfit to go out in. I used to dress like that too.
okay, like Catwoman.
Yeah, that was actually that outfit. I had an outfit just like that in white. So yeah, I understand that outfit,
Gotcha.
especially at that age when you go into the club. Yeah. So no judgment here.
Where you okay? Well, where you coming from in that outfit? Or where you
No,
going?
we're on our way to our friend's
Oh, she got booty,
birthday
too.
party.
Yeah,
I mean, you look good. You definitely
she has everything, and I think it's natural because she's African, and a lot of African women have
Huh. I
bodies
think
like
it's
that.
natural because she's African.
No, I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of African women, because there's a section in Jersey where there's a lot of like Africans, Haitians, people from the islands, and a lot of African women are just naturally built like that. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the food they eat. Maybe they walk a lot, but a lot of them are naturally built like that. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah.
had a body. I knew you had a body though.
For real?
The way she talks.
Well,
I don't see
I can tell. Well, I know that outfit. In that outfit, you gotta have a body. And it just seemed like you had a shape.
She not lying. You do have to have a body to have that outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you going to somebody's birthday party? You look good. You look good.
Miss Kendra, I do have one last deal breaker.
Okay.
Okay. Size matters to me. You at least I need 6 inches or it ain't gonna happen.
6 inches down below. So let me. Okay, so you almost had all the sixes because you said 5'11" for height. How much money he got to make?
Yeah. 40,000. 40,000. What is that a month?
40,000 a year is fine with you?
No.
No.
No, her friend said that, not her.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, what is 40,000 a month? We can't do that.
40,000 a month is a lot of money.
I mean, I'm sorry, a year. How much is that a month? That's what she said. Like, no, we can't do that.
Oh.
No. I have to do the math. Okay, he needs to make at least 12 bands a month.
12,000 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is that a lot to ask for, GC? 12,000 a month?
Where'd she say she lived? In Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, I think so, yeah. I have family in Dallas, and I know that while making less, they had hotter. So, yeah, I do think that that's a lot, but I also think that here's what I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Past the, say, 75K lifestyle, they don't know the difference.
Right. Like you were telling me before that if you make 70K, you can say you make 100K.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think she knows the difference. Just the fact that um, she was doing the numbers in her head, like, wait, what is that? What is that? You know.
Right. So a man making 75K can probably hit her in her inbox, be an off shirt and a gagger, and be 6 inches and probably get her attention and lie and say he makes the amount she wants.
Oh
Can
yeah,
you?
absolutely. And he don't have to be 6 inches either. He could be like 5 inches, and she won't know the difference.
Yeah, it's just an inch off. I get what you're saying.
But but no, I think that having never been, she wouldn't know the difference. Like and oftentimes a person's lifestyle don't really change. Like if a person makes 75K and their boss was to give them a raise,
Mm-hmm.
they don't just go out and buy an extra story and put it on top of their house or something like that. It doesn't change, especially in a way that she feels it would benefit her. So, they could still go on the dates that she wants to go on 75K.
Right.
Now, the fact that she calls it bands means that she has a very immature mindset.
Well, yeah, she's a what's it, a Gen Zer?
Well, more so than that. I mean, the way that they refer to money really shows like a lack of respect for it,
Mm-hmm.
which is a red flag, or I should say an orange flag. It's not like a deal breaker, but it's like, like ooh, I got a band, like, like I don't know if a person.
It reminds you of city girl talk, right? Like the city girls.
Yeah, absolutely, but more so it's also something, probably because when I hear talk like that, like a band, a stack, a brick, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's always in reference to women with the city
Mhm.
girl mentality, combined with prostitutes.
Mm.
They talk like that as well.
And strippers.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, so, in fact, I think the first time I heard that term, not a band, but a brick, which I think is the same amount, huh? Uh,
Mhm.
how much is a brick?
I know that a stack and a band is the same.
Okay, well, whatever a brick is, it's the first time I heard it was on a TV show about hookers. So,
Mm-hmm.
or no, about strippers, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So I do know that it is their term, which means that she spends a lot of time in those circles, which means that she has that influence, and it's not good. Even because sometimes you have like regular girls that have bad influences, which
Mm-hmm.
makes them irregular in a way. You know,
Yeah.
that's not beneficial to anybody.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw this video, I did think she was a worker. Like everything about her, the way she talks, the way she acts, her body type. She said she want her man to stay at home while she's in the club twerking and drinking and smoking. She just screams out worker, you know.
Yeah.
So she might be about that life. Honestly, now that you bring that up about the stack and band and how she's talking, she might be a real life city girl.
Hmm. Okay, so yeah, then that would actually, if she is a working girl, then that would make sense because, you know, she wants to go out with her girls under the guise um, of going to the club just for fun, but really she's working a pole, or she's,
Right,
working his pole, so to speak.
right,
And yeah, so she could live both lives.
right. She's living a double life. That's what
Yeah, the
automatically popped into
304 and
my
a
head.
housewife life. Yeah.
Yeah, that popped into my head immediately because she wants him to be nerdy and a homebody so she can be out doing her and then come home to a man who's gonna cater to her. That sounds crazy to me. It's giving Jocelyn Hernandez. It's giving City Girls. It's
I don't know
definitely
who that is, but
oh
no, I mean it's, well, I mean if she's not actually going to the club is what I'm thinking, and she's actually going to the corner, or going to, I mean, then that would be the reason that she don't want him to do that, to go out
right.
like that.
Exactly. She living that double life. And I
Mhm.
think we hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
That's what it's giving. All right.
Okay, let's do the math. Let's have math class. 12,000 a month. Well, 10 months will be 120,000. So two more 24. So what is that? 34,000, 134,000 a year?
144,000.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. I like
12,000 a
She
month.
said, "Yeah, that sounds really nice." In a way, her movements,
And that's
her
not
mannerisms.
when I say she wouldn't know the difference because that's 144,000. So,
Right.
but yeah, she said that sounds about right. So you wouldn't know if a guy came with 134 versus 144. You wouldn't know because it's all the same to you.
A guy can probably come with 100, not 100, 65K and say he makes that amount, and she'll probably believe it as long as he's taking care of her. So you never know.
Yeah, she just wants like minimal, or she just wants certain financial obligations to be met.
Right. And she's probably very high maintenance. She needs to get her nails done, everything done, eyebrows, eyelashes, everything.
Yeah, and all that
French
stuff is done.
nose.
All that stuff can be done on 75,
Mhm.
depending on how much he spends on himself. But all that can be done on 75, and she could brag to her friends that he makes he makes this amount.
Exactly. She probably have a sugar daddy. She looked like the type with a sugar daddy.
Well, I mean, it's likely that she has a life, whether sugar daddy or otherwise, that she wants to hide from her mate, and it's better
Mhm.
that her mate isn't out there like that. That her mate don't find the same circles.
Right.
And also she probably has like a local reputation that she would like to think that her mate also wouldn't find out about.
Well, she's back and forth from Africa and the States. She's probably the biggest 304 in Africa, and come to the States and pretend to be this, I don't know, this sweet, innocent woman, and she's really not.
With the cross, let's not
With the,
forget the cross.
right, with the cross.
Yeah, well, yeah, she definitely want to lead double lives.
Hmm. It's
All right.
screaming that.
Mm-hmm. Let's continue.
Times 12. Um, 44,000. Thank you. I was off. 12,000. Wait, times 144K. That's the minimum. Do you have bills that are worth 12,000 a month?
Yes, I do. So I fly back and forth to Africa and Zambia and Europe. So that alone is like minimum.
Oh, so do you want no, I'm just curious. Do you want him to buy? He's paying for these flights?
He will have to.
He will have to.
Kendra, you're so funny. The way you I'm just laughing at the way you said he will have to. Yes, he has to because it's family and business. So he has to support that.
So we got to be 6 inches. He has to be 5'11" at least. He
So
has to.
was it?
He can't go to the club.
So no, that's something that the 75 would be a deal breaker. But I would have to ask, how are you doing this now?
Because she's living that lifestyle.
Yeah, that's weird.
Gotta be. She has somebody. She has a sugar daddy or something out there. She's probably definitely working the poles in the streets. Definitely.
Well, and also if he's taking care of all the expensive, if he's 100% man, then all of her income is hers. And even if she makes $2,000 a month in a few months, she could go to Africa because you don't have to pay for anything else but the ticket.
True. Yeah, I can see that.
So she would also accept that arrangement. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
It's something extremely off about this chick. Extremely off.
Well, she's lying like most women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that she ever sustained a long-term relationship with a guy that made 144K, especially because not only is she very young, she's also very young-minded. So, which means that she's dating guys her own age, and guys that age, in many cases, don't come into their earning until later in life.
Right, but that's why I think she has sugar daddies.
Possible, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're suggesting that she's a sex worker of some type, I wouldn't doubt that.
Of course. Her body alone makes her desirable
Well,
to a
yeah, I mean, her body alone means that she can do it, and
right.
um, her mentality, and her thirst for wealth, quick wealth, and the fact that she calls it a brick or a band or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
kind of suggests that's talk that you get from certain places. Like when somebody says something, um,
Mm-hmm.
when somebody says something in an accent, you can kind of tell
Yeah.
where they're from. It's like, okay, this person said this thing this way, so, and she said that way would suggest that that's where she's from. Yeah,
Yeah, she's definitely for the streets.
yeah.
He can't smoke and drink, although you do all three. Although you do all three, but he can't do those things. And now he has to make at least $12,000 a month because he has to pay for your plane tickets from Dallas to Gambia when you travel on a monthly basis.
Okay,
Hello?
I can exempt the income, but everything else is pretty accurate.
So when was your last relationship, Kwambo?
July.
July. Okay. Was it a relationship? Was that man
No,
doing
it was some.
artist? Huh?
No, I was just sleeping with some guy because I was horny
He was
from
sleeping with a
time to
guy?
time. Yes.
Wait. He was sleeping with a guy?
No, I was sleeping with a guy.
Wait, where are you from again?
Zambia.
Oh, Zambia. Well, I was saying it wrong. Sorry, I've been saying Gambia all this time. It's Zambia. You ain't never
Oh,
correct me.
wow.
Why she didn't correct her?
Well, there isn't a place called Gambia, is there?
Not that I know of. But there is a place in Africa called Zambia.
Yeah.
And Kendra was saying it all wrong. And this lady here just was letting her say whatever she want.
Well, yeah, I didn't catch it, but yeah, that's weird that she would say that. Like, I don't, you know, like I wouldn't say, oh, you're from Singland. Like,
Right. Exactly. Singing.
I would assume that if it sounds close enough to England, then that's what it is.
Oh gosh. All right.
I know, but it's fine.
You're gonna correct me. The cousin's gonna correct me, child. They told me it's Zambia. Okay. So your last, you were just sleeping with a guy.
Yes.
Now, did that guy fly you to Africa?
No, I was just fucking him here, to be honest.
Why did the new guy gotta do all this? And
Yeah,
the
the way she talks screams out working girl.
Well, since
No filter.
Kendra's about to ask a very good question.
Okay.
But no, it is funny, but I don't think, and I don't know when this was filmed. I don't think that she went all that time, like since July, sexless. That's really a long time for a woman her age,
Yeah.
who is sexual in her behavior. Like that's what that's like 8 months of teasing. Where she's out dressed like that, and just go home with the empty box, like that would be odd.
Yeah, I don't believe her.
Which would really say a lot about her. Like, wow, you've been teasing for a long time. Like, I would rather her say that, like, yesterday. I got some yesterday, like, or I got some lined up tonight. I would rather hear that than I've been teasing for 8 months, because that's what I like to do.
Right. I think she's a working girl that's trying to clean herself up a little bit on this dating show so a man could reach out to her.
Yeah.
Because if she was saying the real, a man probably would run away. These men will run away. They wouldn't they wouldn't hit her up in her DMs.
Well, no. I mean, and definitely if she has a thing for nerds, that's we're far less likely to turn a 304 to a housewife than Pookie. Um,
Mm-hmm. Pinky does
much
it all the time.
well, yeah. I mean, and that's because, especially amongst blacks, there's they feel that because their girl is a 304 that anything that she spends on him makes him a P.
Mm,
So they embrace that title.
right.
You know,
Makes sense.
and I'm not going to say all nerds, but I'll just say me, for example. I would just look at that situation like everything you have has come from cum. Like, no, honestly, like, you're driving cum,
Mm-hmm.
you're wearing cum, you comb your hair with cum. Like everything you had, you just count the number of ejaculations. Yeah, no, like everything you have, you just count the number of ejaculations. Like, so if a person in that work lives in, I don't know, like a $500,000 home, you just kind of
Mm-hmm.
look at that home and say, how many peni did it take to buy this? Like,
How many peni did it take to get this beautiful home and the
yeah,
jewelry in your hair and nails?
yeah. I mean, so
Oh
some
my
dudes look at a situation like that and be like, oh yeah, I'm about to live large off of her box, and other dudes
God.
look at it like, look at the home like, oh man, that was a lot of people. That was
Like that was a lot. And that is probably how nerds would look at it. Well, you're a nerd, so you know, but
that's how I look at it. Yeah.
that's what I picture and imagine in my head.
Well, you
Because
don't
you
see too
guys
many
over
nerds with, um, in making 304s housewives,
no.
and maybe that's a fantasy of many 304s, but that's typically not what nerds do. Like that's more of a Bubba thing, you know.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
that's more of a Bubba thing I notice, and I'm not from like 304s, like street 304s, but like from um
Women with reputations.
no corn retiree.
Oh, corn stars. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I seen something, and they all fit that whole Bubba style life.
Mhm.
And not Bubba from Forrest Gump. When I say Bubba, I'm thinking of like the
Trailer park.
yeah, the trailer park type. Like Bubba Sparks is what I'm thinking.
Right. Right. Trailer park or maybe even project people.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Project Dudes do that too, as far as marrying them. But um, I do know that that's like a real like motorcycle gang truck driver type thing to do.
I get what you're saying.
A white guy that wears a baseball cap that's really, really old. Like that's who they wind up with.
Or fat.
And that too. That and Bubba is that. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
what I'm talking about.
And drink a lot of beers and their couch
Exactly.
potatoes and yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
get
type.
it.
That type. Those are the types that, that they tend to retire to. Even ones like this, you know.
Yeah. Right. It makes sense.
Got your vagina without doing all this.
How do I answer that?
What was the question? Let me go up a little bit because I didn't know the question.
Go back, yeah.
Just to what, like a couple of minutes?
Well, no, not a couple. Go back 30 seconds.
Think. Was it here?
No, I was just fucking him here. To
Yeah.
Be honest.
Why did the new guy got to do all this and the last guy got your vagina without doing all this?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's why it was good if you rewinded.
How do I answer that? Okay, the other guy was just like fun, call, sleep, whatever. I was in college, and like the next guy I'm trying to marry, because like
the next guy.
Yeah, because I'm so adamant about my future. Like, I even aborted the last guy's child.
What? And she said that comfortably with no problem. No hesitation. No embarrassment. Yeah, she's definitely a 304 worker. Definitely.
Okay. Maybe not. Okay. I see where this is going. Like, people think that it's an easy transition from one lifestyle to another. They underestimate how difficult the transition is from a city girl life to a housewife life. They really underestimate. They think it's as easy as code switching for work.
Right.
It's not that easy to switch it up like that. It truly isn't. And especially with her, because she don't really want to completely switch it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you think about people who switched up their lives, like Malcolm X, for example. You know,
right.
But that took years of prison and education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, shout out to Black History Month to make them
Happy Black History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month. And same with a lot of Black historical figures like Frederick Douglass. Like it takes doing. You don't just switch out of. You don't just go from slave to academic instantly.
Right.
There's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, and quite frankly, she don't even want to fully do that yet.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, she got a lot of emotional damage going on there. She don't wanna do the work. She just wanna be a 304. It seems like she just wanna be a club Keisha forever up in the club.
Yeah, she just don't want to sacrifice aspects of her city girl lifestyle to begin the life that she wants.
Exactly. She needs.
And she actually felt that giving herself that cut was a sacrifice, but it's not a sacrifice of you. It's a sacrifice of someone else who won't exist now. So it's not
right.
Yeah.
You took somebody else's life because you're being selfish.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And you're saying it like it's a good thing. Like what you did wasn't terrible. She just saying it without a worry or a care. So she definitely has issues. And she's the type of modern woman who uses the fact that she's only 22 to justify everything.
Think you're onto something there.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely see that.
Because I was like, I'm not about to end up raising a man's child that doesn't want me. So I'd rather have myself ready for whoever.
Kwambu. You're 22 years old. Let me ask you a question. Do you want a relationship or do you want a man that can trick on you?
Isn't that the same thing?
No. She said, isn't that the same thing?
Wait, she said do you want a relationship or a man to trick on you?
And she stopped, she paused, and then she asked her friend, "Isn't that the same thing?"
Ah!
I can't.
Oh wow.
Whoa. 304.
And that's why you don't make them the housewives. So they don't really, you know, the way they classify men, you know, they only have three categories of men, and that's you're either a P or a trick or everybody else, and everybody else is completely useless to them. So you know, and that's why they wind up with Bubba, because Bubba was a T.
Yeah, he was. He was that man going in a strip club, getting a lap dance and paying a lot of money and taking them in the back room to do whatever with. That was
Exactly.
Bubba.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm about to retire. Here's the package deal.
Yeah. Come take all my money. I'll trick on you for life. Just be my wife.
Exactly.
So sad. So sad.
She wants a relationship. Okay,
Well,
but if I
because
ask him
no,
to pay for
listen,
something,
you
leave
have
him
a
to
body. I would say this: you have a body. You seem attractive. You may find a man that might want to spend some money on you. I feel like that's where these requirements may come from. But the question is, do you want that guy who's just spending money on you? And if that's what it is, you young and living your life, or do you want a relationship? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I want a relationship. That's why I went on this show. I feel like
So
my standards are not over the top. They're like, okay,
you
you
don't
at least
think so?
I
So
don't
you don't
think
think
so.
that a man that makes at least $144,000 a year, that's 5'11", at least 6 inches tall, does not go to the club, smoke or drink, and is okay with you going to the club with smoking and drinking and twerking. Also making sure that he has to be available as your bodyguard just in case you get into a fight, and he has to buy you plane tickets from Dallas to Zambia. You don't think that's hard to find?
Okay, I can take away the income part, but I'm also a nurse with Kendra. So I feel like that
So
takes
you said you
away
gotta be
from the money.
5'11".
She knows she is capping big time, talking about you can take the income part away.
I don't
That
think he is.
so you don't think she's capping?
No. I think a lot of times what happens is these chicks who never put a number on it, you know, and but you ask them to put a number on it on the spot, then they just give like a fantastic number. They just give like a fantastic amount, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what I noticed, and I actually had a show, what was it, yesterday or the day before with Marco and some of his girls. Um, what women tend to do is they start high and they negotiate downward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like say you're looking for a job and you're willing to take 50K, but you don't want them to know that you're willing to take 50K, so you tell them that you want 80, and maybe if you get 65 because you started with 80, then that's a good deal. You know, it's that thinking. You're negotiating from the top.
Well, she bid it high. She asked for
Yeah,
144,000.
exactly. But they get ridiculous with it. And the reason why I brought up the conversation I had with Marco, right? Because you know, the girls there, they said something about allowance, like, you know, a guy that and many girlfriends do have allowances. Um and I was like, okay, so what's a respectable allowance you know, for you all, right? And they said 2,000 US dollars and
Per week?
per month. Per
Oh,
month.
per month. Okay.
Mhm.
They're not asking for much.
Well, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was talking to them, and you know, I was asking, you know, you can't ask your local guys to pay that amount in your allowance. And it was like, no. And Marco explained how the minimum wage work, and how most of their society Even educated members make minimum wage. That's just the starting wage, what you start at, even if you're a doctor or something like that. And so, which and their minimum wage was $325 as it stands. So what I did was, I just brought up like, it's unreasonable for you to ask a person to give you as an allowance 6 times what
Wait,
your
I'm sorry, real quick. You were over on Marco's, or you guys did that over on your show?
on my show. I did a show recently. Y'all could check it out. About the brothers that's getting drugged and robbed and stuff in Colombia.
Yeah.
So I did a show from people out there who knows the game.
Right.
And yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I have to go check that out.
Yeah, check it out. But I was like, listen, it's really unreasonable. I know that y'all think that, that Americans just like sleep on beds made out of $100 bills. I know that, but that is an extraordinary request. You're requesting that we pay you 6 times what a regular job pays as an allowance, just as general spending, while we know that you can and have gotten by on $325. And then they just like, no, it's really more like 500. And I was like, okay, which makes a lot more sense. But it really just shows that when the numbers presented to them, and these girls never got 200K in their life, or 2 G's a month in their life. I truly doubt that they did. But when presenting with the question, how much, they always shoot high. But really, the real number is much, much lower. And that's true for her too. So her real number is much, much lower. She just wants somebody to take care of the major bills while she, I think she says she's a nurse of some type. While she, can stack bread and go to clubs and take occasional trips to Africa.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's how I knew the 144 was capped. I said that in the beginning when she said, I was like, no, she'll get with somebody. She'll be happy with somebody at 75 because, like I say, she hasn't been with a dude that makes 144.
Right. It was big cap.
C-A-P. Cap. Cap. C-A-P. Cap.
Gotta be
5'11" minimum.
5'11" minimum. You gotta be dark skinned. Do you care if you black or not?
I don't care his race.
You don't care? It could be any color.
Any color. Just no wheelchair, please.
Any color. Any color. You got it. You want how you want his hair to be?
Anything is fine. I'm not picky. But no balding, or if you have the O right here, I don't want that.
He gotta love the Lord too, right?
And please. That is a requirement.
That's the biggest.
That's a requirement. Well, yes, that's number one.
Here you go. Here you go. He's right here. I drew him for you. Here you go. Here you go.
She trying to be like Kevin Samuels with that, because Kevin Samuels did that, drew a picture for the delusional women. So yeah, Kendra's turning into Kendra Samuels, definitely.
Yeah, I will say this. I meet her qualifications. Well, and because I'm not going to say how much I make. So let's just take the income portion out of it and say that I meet her qualifications, right? And accept the religious thing too, but I'll lie about that. So it's not impossible. But the truth of the matter is that I don't really see her as somebody I would want to spend, a lot of non-sexual time with.
Right.
And she might find somebody who meets the criteria, and they do want to spend non-sexual time with her, but she she might have to go through a lot of guys like myself, provided that she don't have an age requirement. Then I don't meet that, but nevertheless, she probably will go through guys in her quest for that.
Yeah. She's gonna have to go through a lot of guys to get what she wants.
Maybe. I mean, so like say like 1%. Okay, say like you put a green marble in a jar of say 50 red marbles,
Mm-hmm.
and your goal is to pick that green marble. Now, it's possible, but it's unlikely that the first one she picks is going to be the green marble. But chances are you're going to pick through several red marbles before you get to that green one.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. So for Kendra to draw a person for her, I don't think Kendra's accurate. I do think this young lady will find somebody for the simple fact that she is very young with a nice body and natural hair. Um, she met three things right there that most men want.
Well, yeah, she pretty much is a better version of Kendra.
Right.
I mean, Kendra don't want to admit that, and that's why she's downing her. But
Mm-hmm.
and really, she wants the same type of man that Kendra wants. So, so she's going to convince her to just like keep your young vagina away from my man type deal.
Oh yeah. I remember we had that topic
Yeah.
a while ago. But you might be right.
6 inches. I got the 6 inches for you. Got the cross on the shirt. Any race, any race. Here you go. This is the closest you're gonna find that man. This is the closest. You right here. I even put 6 inches for you to make sure. I even put 6 inches for you.
Oh, by the way, pause it.
mean.
Pause it. I'm not giving y'all my inches, so take that criteria out as well.
Yeah, some women might measure it with a ruler.
No, I measured myself from time to time. I've measured myself several times
Mm-hmm.
because results may vary depending on the temperature of the room.
Right. If it's soft or hard. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And for those of you who wish to measure, my suggestion is um, when you go to IKEA, next time you go to IKEA, they have like these paper um, rulers, so to speak. It's flexible and stuff like that. And
Oh my God.
yeah,
So that's what they need to measure it.
I mean that gives you the most accurate results. It's more accurate than a ruler, which is you know, which can't bend and stuff. So yeah.
I guess.
What? So what? Do you go around measuring those?
I've never measured anyone. I just, you can tell in my reaction, like if my eyes open super wide, like that means chances are you're huge. But
A
if
man
I'm
know if
like,
he's big or not. You don't need your reaction to know that. I mean, he needs your reaction to know if you are used to his size.
gotcha.
That's what he needs your reaction for. But a big man knows he's big, and a little man knows he's little. But if you react to the littleness, then he's like, okay, she's used to bigger, you know.
Right.
And if you react to the bigness, it's like, okay, she's not used to the bigness. But if you big and you don't get any reaction, it's like, oh, this woman take trips to Africa. Like,
Right. Well,
like
that's the thing. A lot of these women ruined it for a lot of men because they take a lot of penis, and not only that, but they play with toys and vibrators and stuff like that. So
The toys more so than the peni. The
right.
toys are a far greater ruiner of women, in my experience, than the peen. Um,
Hmm.
and myself, I can tell the difference in reaction between a woman who plays with a lot of toys, um, and and has become numb to it, and then a woman who either hasn't or just received regular peni.
Right. Yeah, because some women, nothing will phase them. Nothing at all.
Yeah, yeah, and also because I'm older and toys weren't always as popular amongst women, and
Hmm.
they also wasn't as ridiculous. Toys used to be closer to the norm, so
Right.
to speak, than regular. Okay, so for example, in a place called San Leandro, near where I grew up, there is a store. Maybe it's still there, maybe it's not. I haven't been in a long time, but called Naughty or Nice, and this was the first across the street from Bayfair Mall, and this was the first erotic store that I've been to.
Hmm.
And the reason why I was going there because, as you know, I like to spank women. And but I never had like official tools to do such things with. What I used to do was I bought a ping pong paddle.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, yeah, I bought a ping pong paddle in order to spank, and
so you had to cut the string off?
what string?
The ping pong paddle don't have like a string with a ball on it?
No, that's something else.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something
I
else.
forget what that is, but I know what you're talking about. It's a ball and a string, and you no, that's not ping pong. That's ball and the string game. Ping pong is like table tennis.
Oh, gotcha.
So, and the white guys they play beer pong, but it's basically like Forrest Gump. You've seen Forrest Gump, right?
Yes.
So that's ping pong. And there's no string on it. And it's
Right.
sturdier than that. But the problem is that the handle is weak. So if you keep using it and you keep smacking, then eventually it breaks.
Right.
Which and the one I had two in it. So so both of them eventually broke, and then I went there to get a paddle like the ones that the guys in the fraternities use, because I used that too, and I really liked it, but I'm not in a fraternity, so I didn't have one of my own. So I went there to find one, and I did see some nice ones, but I didn't have any money. I didn't have money like that. They're expensive.
Hmm.
But while I was there, I did notice that they had the toys and stuff, and they were more sensible than what I see women use in porn now.
Right.
Like in the like girl on girl porn, I was like, oh no, that's ridiculous.
It's very ridiculous. And I think it's ridiculous to use toys anyway for women. Like they have this thing called the rose and these vibrators and things like that. And I don't think it's necessary. Go get the real thing.
Well, the rose, there was a one on Warstar Hip.
Hmm? You're muted, GC. Okay, so it looks like Game Changer is muted. For everybody watching this, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Also subscribe to my new channel, Melody Amber. Um, Everybody subscribe. Make sure you're sharing on all your platforms and let everybody know that I have a new channel and this will be the only channel that I'm streaming on. And I'm going to use my old channel with all my subscribers to put the link out for this channel. So make sure you guys all subscribe to this channel and subscribe to Game Changer as well if you're new. Okay, go ahead, DC. What were you saying?
Um, on Warstar Hip Hop, a girl was saying that she was losing eggs because of that rose.
I believe it.
Yeah, no, she did the thing. It showed like how much what is it? Electromagnetic field. It creates an electromagnetic field that mess with the eggs.
Hmm.
So,
Wow. Well, yeah, we need to get the word out.
well, she did. She had like millions of people, but I mean, as much as you can, yeah. Like, I mean, they shouldn't be selling it. Like, you're taking young women's eggs away.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I never found that interested anyway. I like the real thing. So, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, toys are getting more and more ridiculous. And a lot of these women feel they don't need a man because they have artificial peni, like you call it,
Mhm.
to please them. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the ones that I messed with, I could tell that that was a toy. They actually went a very long time without being with a man. Um,
Okay, that makes sense.
but they're still not sensitive, and that's because and that's why they're not sensitive.
Right. That makes sense. I
Mhm.
say, ladies, stop using these toys and do it the old fashioned way. There's no men around. Just use your fingers. Or you can use like a little dildo or something. But stop using these toys. You hear these young ladies are losing their eggs. Stop it.
Yeah,
And you're messing it up for men as well.
yeah,
Because now men are like having a measuring contest, literally. So just stop.
yeah. I mean, you could beat the next man in that measuring contest, but you're not going to beat a toy. And it's not women like her that's doing it to assess, but some women are doing it to assess. It takes years of doing it that a 22-year-old simply, you know, this is something that you see amongst older women to where they're just numb.
Exactly.
Okay, Miss Kendra. I'ma just be delusional and I love it. So I'll just remain delusional until I find a man. That's it.
When was when did I don't know if we even got here, child. You when was or you're 22, you wasn't in a relationship. When's the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
Wait a minute. Didn't Kendra ask her that already?
No, she asked when was her last relationship, and she gave her last intimate partner, which tells me that she hasn't really been in relationships like that. And if she says like she's had a more recent intimate encounter, then that tells me that the closest thing that she's had to a relationship, or the she counted the guy that she most liked having seg with as a
Mhm.
relationship.
And that's how a lot of young women are.
A lot of young
They
women
think,
are stupid.
yeah, they think they're in a relationship when they're not.
Well, yeah,
That's
but
the problem.
yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, because guys aren't really looking for relationships like that anymore, especially young guys.
Hmm.
So it's really all that's out there for them.
Yeah, unfortunately. And that's why Kevin Samuels always used to say, get an older man because
Yeah.
they're looking for serious relationships just like you are. Because women mature faster than men. That's
Well,
pretty much why.
yeah, yeah, and also, if she wants somebody that's not really into the club scene anymore, you know, um, then she would find happiness with the older guy too.
Right. But an older man who's wise is not going to accept that. Her going out, coming home 3 in the morning and doing what she want to do. He's not going to accept that. He's
Yeah,
going to put his he's going to put
she's
his
going to
foot
be
down.
hard pressed to seal that deal, and it doesn't look like she's going to because every relationship has compromises. She's just stating what she wants. She's not going to list the things that she's willing to compromise on. But we've seen how quick she compromised on the income thing. you know
Exactly.
but so I don't see her compromising on that anytime soon, and that's because she's enjoying the attention too much. She's out with her friends, she's dressed like that, and she's just enjoying that too much. Now, there is a possibility that, and this has happened a lot, even with girls like this, and I would say almost exclusively girls like this, to where they get entwined with a nerd and they just completely drop that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say that it's not usually black girls, and it's not because black girls are just more city girlish. It's really just because um, um, black girls tend to have very close connections to their girlfriends more so than white
Yeah.
girls. So it's harder to bring them away from whatever their girls are doing than it is white girls, because white girls tend to put you know bros over 304s, where
Exactly.
yeah. So but it is likely that she enjoys the lifestyle with the dude so much that she don't really see a need for all that other crap.
No, she don't. She's gonna be single for a while. She needs a sugar daddy. That's what she needs. Because that's the lifestyle she lives. So she just need a man who's willing to spend, and she gotta be willing to give up that sugar, and everything will be all good.
Hmm.
That's what
That,
she needs.
that's what she's asking for. I don't know. I see her bending a lot. Like, I see
Mm.
her bending a lot. That's all I'll say about that.
So you see her snapping out of this 304 lifestyle and becoming a normal woman?
Um,
See that?
okay, here's what I mean by that. I mean that she's never been with the type of guy that she's with, that she's asking for. I do think that it's her goal to be with that type of guy, and I think that when she gets with that type of guy, the two worlds are going to collide, and
Hmm.
it could go either way. But there
Right.
is a possibility that it does go that way. Like, she's like, okay, you know,
Yeah,
I could deal with this or I could deal with that.
I get what you're saying.
July.
July. Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
With me, I'm almost done with my braces. That's one flaw. And then, friend, what flaws do I have?
I don't know.
I don't have a lot. I really
think
don't.
so.
You
She
don't
has?
have.
I don't really. Okay. I don't have any flaws. I've been
You don't
with
have any
four
flaws.
men. I've been
Huh?
with four men, Miss Kendra. I am international. I'm a nurse. I don't do anything bad. Like I find interest in smoking and drinking because
I would hate for her to be my nurse. I'll tell you that.
What does that mean? I'm international.
It makes no sense. I guess because she's from Africa.
Well, no,
Right.
I get what she means when she. Oh, 144 is in the title. That's funny. But no, I get what she says. Um, I get to a certain extent, like, I have a broad perspective of the
Mhm.
world, but I mean, the conclusion isn't favorable. Like, I know what international means, but um, men are more concerned with the result of you know, because basically what you're saying is I've experienced many cultures and I still choose to be the American. I still choose the American city girl culture,
That's exactly what she's saying.
which says, which actually, it hits worse than a woman who says, listen, every woman I know of was lived that city girl life, so I didn't even know that there was another way to live.
Right. She'd rather be an American 304 city girl.
Mhm.
That's pretty much what she's saying.
Yep.
So you had a point with that one.
Hmm.
I just graduated college and I didn't live that life for 4 years. So that's why I find it interesting. And like as a nurse, yeah. I'm just having fun right now.
Right. You live that life with these type of men, but I asked you, were they your boyfriends?
No.
That was the difference. See, again, ladies, you got listen, y'all grown. You're attractive. You're 22. Maybe you should have fun. I'm not telling you to get married tomorrow. That's your choice. Time is on your side because you are young, right?
It's
And
not on
maybe
your
a
side.
committed relationship is not.
What you say, GC?
Time is not on. I mean, like, youth is on her side. Youth and beauty is on her side, but time is not on her side.
Time is not on no woman's side.
Yeah, exactly.
Kendra, as a 45-year-old woman, she should know that. Like,
Oh, so
she
Kendra's
probably,
twice her age plus a year.
yeah. And Kendra probably sees herself still as a 22-year-old girl.
Of course she does.
Yeah, she can't see herself as a middle-aged woman. And you could tell by the way she acts and talks.
Well, I mean, a 45-year-old man would much rather be with her than Kendra.
Of course.
So everything that Kendra is saying she shouldn't ask for, neither should Kendra.
Yeah. But Kendra just got a man.
Who
I
would
think
rather be with her than Kendra?
right. I see what you mean. Because youth is on her side. Youth and beauty is definitely on her side, but
Well,
not.
fertility, provided that she hasn't been using roses, you
Oh,
know,
true.
fertility is on her side, all that good stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that.
What you desire. Now, if that's not what you desire, go out there and live your best life, and you probably could build that man. But you also have to understand: is this man going to be in a relationship with you? You're a pretty girl. You have a nice body. A lot of men will have sex with you. So you got to decide: do you want to be a person that a man can have sex with, or are you a person that requires a relationship? And then you will learn your pool of men and differences. Because the men that will have sex with you don't always, more likely they're not always the men that's going to be in a relationship with you. But you got to figure that out for yourself. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, sweetheart?
I'm the prize. I really feel like
She said, I'm the prize.
Well, yeah, I mean, when women talk like that, it really shows that they've been listening to social media, and that's annoying.
It's annoying. It's that city girl lifestyle that we keep talking about.
Yeah, combined with, they are in red pill spaces. They listen to the arguments and they still come to this conclusion.
Yeah. Where in reality, in my opinion, men are the prize. But
Well, men should. I look at it as men should be the winner, and
well, that's what I mean by the prize.
but I mean,
Oh,
the
wait.
plurality of women are not prizes. That's the thing.
Right. So the man is the winner and he gets the prize, which is the woman.
Well, it's not any woman, and that's where we got it confused.
Okay.
Like it's not any woman that is a prize. So you have a lot of people, that get these, that come to these red pill space and they become founding fathers, but they have like something fatted and tatted, and
Shots fired.
and
Shots fired.
with some kids to boot, and then they like, I'm a high value man and this is my prize. It's like, really? That's not a prize, so to speak.
Oh gosh.
I mean, that's so, but some women are prizes, and others aren't. And unfortunately here in the States, most aren't.
Yeah, that's why we have that debate: who's the prize, the man or the woman? That's why
Yeah,
it's
I
hard
mean,
to
it
tell.
shouldn't be that. It's an individual thing. It's like, listen, a prize is something that's awarded to someone who has won. Um, and it's something that's worth it. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share on your platform. Subscribe to my new channel, Melody Amber. And also subscribe to Game Changer 00100. If you're feeling generous and you want to donate, hit the Cash App below. You got cash tag Melody Show, and you have cash tag Game Changer 00100. But
Oh crap. Okay.
you good?
Yeah. No, I just got some news.
Oh, all right. Well, we can speed this up then. Is everything
Oh
okay?
no, no, it's nothing like that. No, I just got news that and this is gonna happen to you, Melody, one day. Every now and again you get a reminder of how old you are. And it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen when you're in your 40s. And you're gonna get a notification like, hey, come celebrate my birthday. And it's somebody that you known when they were a baby, and you like, wow, they this age? Man, I'm old.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
So I just got a text like that.
Yeah, like wow. Yeah, no, I feel like that being in my 30s right now. Like there's some people I remember they were born and now they're like 18 and you're like, wow. Like what the heck?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I just got one of those old man reminders.
Crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. I just for her to start off with I'm the prize. She's not the prize. Even started off like that.
I'm the prize, Miss Kendra. Like, I am just not. I am an international woman. Like, I feel like it's different. I have
That's
dual
not
nationalities, dual citizenships. I'm
that's not anything. It's really not.
What? The fact that she's international?
Yeah, it's not the selling point that she feels it is. I mean, I think that she's looking for an exotic points,
Yeah,
um, which she would get if African Americans weren't here.
right.
I mean, exotic means different, and you're not that different physically from an African American woman, because of your features. A lot of those features carried over through through slavery and things like that. So you're
Mhm.
not. I mean, like if you were to don't get me wrong, if you were to go to like Switzerland, then they like, ooh, like
Yeah,
you
she
know,
would be exotic there.
yeah, exactly. It's not so much exotic here when 13% of the population is like you.
Yeah,
Um,
there's not really a huge difference between her and Kendra, except for her age.
yeah, yeah. So she's not getting as many points as she'd like for that. That exotic factor. Yeah, the hair helps because it's something that's not uh, regularly seen, and the body is out of this world. And
Hmm.
but that's you taking advantage of the African American women here with trash bodies. So that does, but it's the body more than the international thing that's putting you above the curve.
Yeah, because back in Zambia, she's probably only like a 4.
Well, I mean, most women, you're going to get that exotic factor when you travel away, and yeah, if you come from a place where they all look like you, then
Right.
yeah, yeah. So maybe she is a foreign zombie. I don't know, and yeah, maybe Zambians have great bodies. I was sending YouTube links to Bernard because, and I told you about this too, that I was just shocked at how African women can just show their titties on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as long as it's presented as a part of a tribe and things like that. And so I clicked on a couple, and then all of a sudden I just get all of these notifications about titty women, titty tribes, and all that stuff on YouTube. And like they
Hmm.
just keep coming to me, and it's titties everywhere. And I'm thinking like, I wonder, is that the norm as far as their bodies go. First of all, and trust me, you could just go to Pornhub for titties. The interesting thing about these particular ones, the ones on YouTube, is how comfortable they are just doing regular stuff with them out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll be like, this is how you make fufu, and then they just got them out, and it's like, what?
It's just
And,
normal.
yeah, and you know how like we have cheerleaders?
Yes.
Well, they do too, but the titties are out, so it trips me out. And they act like it's not like it's what's interesting, Melody, is that it's not a big deal to them.
Yeah, the men don't even find them sexually attractive, do
Yeah,
they?
that's what's really weird, and it's not even arousing. It's just strange that. But I know that for my point is, um, she'd be the only chick with a shirt on, so they'd be like, "Nah, what's that?"
Right.
Nah, I don't know what point of that, but yeah, that's yeah, that's a
No.
thought.
No, yeah. I get it. I totally get it.
Hmm.
Like you are not what you think you are, sis. It's not hitting the way you think it's hitting.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
Educated. I don't have any kids. Like, what is there about me that's not good? Like, I'm perfect. And then I love Jesus. I love God on top of it. So I can cook as well. I can cook American food and Zambian food. And that's it. Like I'm not one of these ski European
You are a ski. That's exactly what you are. That's exactly who you remind me of. Sexy red. Ski. That's who you
is
remind
that who says stuff? I was like, what is that? What is ski e?
Yeah, sexy red. Ski. You know the rapper. I know you're not up on modern hip hop, but
Well, I heard the name before. Is that dark skinned chick with red hair?
dark skinned chick, piercings, red hair, and she pregnant. She make trap trash music.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I know you talking about. Yeah.
And she just had the baby, and then she was in the hospital the same day. Hospital bands and gowns still on, shaking her booty to a crazy song that she has. I'll send you that.
No, that's a chick with the lip gloss line, right? I know you talking about.
Yeah. So that's what she mean by ski. But you
Okay.
are a ski, so
Well, okay. So what's happening is that um they're suffering from a very so she comes to spaces like this.
Mhm.
And the people that the brothers the chicks that most guys talk about and complain about are of the sexy red caliber. So what her takeaway from that was that this is the bar and she is above that bar. So and it's unfortunate that we set low bars. We as black men we set low bars.
yeah, very low.
sexy red girls. Like I'm not in that mentality. Like I'm very, very smart, educated, fun, and I'm also an athlete. So I'm amazing, Miss Kendra.
Don't play with her. She amazing. She amazing. So let's go back to the requirements. Be at least 5'11". Make $144,000 a year at least. You cannot go to the club, smoke or drink, although she does. You cannot. If she gets into a fight, be available. And please do not inbox her if you don't have 6 inches.
Please don't. Oh my gosh, that I would, Miss Kendra. This guy, he took me to Houston. Like he gave me, okay, he sent me some money to come to Houston, so I came to meet him. Whatever. It was small.
Wait,
Miss
wait,
Kendra.
say that
Like
again?
I was like,
How
this,
dare you?
You want me to replay
this
it?
is
I mean,
beyond.
rewind it.
Yeah, like 30 seconds.
Wait, where am I? Okay.
If she gets into a fight, be available. And please do not inbox her if you don't have 6 inches.
Please don't. Oh my gosh. That I would Miss Kendra, this guy, he took me to Houston. Like he gave me okay. He sent me some money to come to Houston. So I came to meet him, whatever. It was small, Miss Kendra. Like I was like,
How dare you?
this is beyond. So
Beyond, it was beyond small.
like it was just
So some dude sent her money to come to Houston to see him, and already she's seen his penis, and it was small.
Hmm. Um, a guy can't really help that, at least as far as I know. Guys can't really help that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to know, did she give a courtesy?
Because he spent this money to fly her out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always going to be your cup of tea, but I mean, to just up and leave or just leave them high and dry because it's too small, that would be unnecessarily cruel for something that, he has no control over.
I
Um,
agree.
so you know, I wonder if she just gave a courtesy, nice weekend for him. All things considered, that's something I'm curious about. And it would say a little bit about her character if she did. Like, okay, I'm not really feeling you, but I do respect your time and money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And because it's not very invasive, then it's like, why not?
Yeah, but I honestly don't think she's the type of woman who would give a courtesy. Hearing how she talks, and she's very entitled, and she's like a spoiled brat. Like, I get what I want when I want it. That's what I get from her. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's not to be ignored that she does work for the things that she wants as well. Like, like she says she's an athlete, so she's working for that body. It's like part of it is entitlement, but she's not being outlandish. Let's be clear. 5'11" is not outlandish.
it's not
Um, 6 inches is something a guy can't control, and so is the 5'11" thing. But I mean, like the average height here in the US is 5'10".
right.
So, she's not asking, she's not asking for like 6'5" or something that's just extraordinarily uncommon.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. I've heard women with more unrealistic
Yeah.
requests on here, and Kendra didn't draw anyone up for them. But it's like she made a point to draw up a delusional man for her.
Yeah, exactly. So for her to say that she's delusional, and I'm sure Kendra's, standards is probably greater. Yeah, that's a bit trippy. She's really going too hard to be Kevin Samuels, to just squat on a chick, like he was famous for.
Yeah,
But her qualifications in many ways are aligned with what she's offering.
yeah,
And if you take the 3S, fit, feminine, and friendly, I don't really, and that's really like what did she do with the guy when she found out um, that he was part of the Pinky crew? Like, what did she do with them? Would determine if she's friendly or not.
right. Well, maybe
So
she'll say it.
huh?
Oh, go ahead.
No, she is someone to say, like, listen, you know, um, I'm willing to give you what you want. Um, and this is what I want. And I'm even flexible on the income thing.
Right. Well, maybe she'll actually say something about it the more we go along. Let's continue to see
Okay.
if she's doing anything.
I want to scream. It was so bad. It was like this. And I'm a very direct person, and I'm just like, this is a useless dick. It's useless.
Okay. That answers your question. She's direct, and she told him it was useless.
Okay. Yeah, so she's not very friendly.
No.
So yeah, so she's lacking in that regard. Um, yeah.
She has a lot of masculine traits, so I would actually scratch out the feminine too.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know how I feel about sex, Melody. It's and which is why it does bother me that it bothers her, the size, and because it's not really for you to enjoy
Oh,
as much as I enjoy it.
right.
Um, quite frankly, I feel smaller guys enjoy it more
How do you know that?
because there's certain well, no, there's certain things that women are skittish of doing with larger guys, and there's certain things that they are skittish of incapable of doing to its entirety
Mm.
with larger guys. Um,
Like what?
well, smaller guys don't have to worry about her gag reflex, for example.
Got you.
And they can get it all in there. They could get it all in there without having to worry about, like tonsils and throats. And like, you don't need like a deep throater in order to have the entirety of it, you know, um, fulfilled.
Right.
Now, larger guys, on the other hand, it's like it's not a complete job. She has like half of it in the mouth, and the other half is in her hand. So you're really just getting half a BJ and half a HJ.
Mm.
See, that's a problem, and I feel that the smaller guys get 100% BJ.
Gotcha. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
It does make sense. I think about it often. So yeah,
Sometimes do you wish you was smaller?
yeah. I wish it was a little bit smaller. Absolutely, yeah.
I wish I was a little bit smaller. That is hilarious. I think you're capping though.
No, I'm not. I think about like Asian guys. Like, I mean, are Asian women complaining?
Yeah, because they're going over to white and black men. So they might be complaining.
I'm not talking about Asian American women. I'm talking about like the ones that still bow and stuff.
Oh, oh, I don't know. Maybe. But listen, I still think you are capping.
CAP. 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 Cap.
Melody, have you ever had a guy that was too big?
Of course.
Have you ever had a guy? Have you ever cut a session short because he was too big?
No, I wouldn't say I did.
Okay. Have you ever, or do you know of anyone who denied virginity because the guy was too big?
No,
So you never known of a woman who says, "I don't want to lose my virginity to that guy."
I never heard. I mean, I probably was like that. So yeah, I probably was that girl in the
Okay,
beginning.
so it is a thing. That's not cap. It is a thing.
Hmm. So you always brag about being a larger
I
guy.
did not. I did not do that.
No, but you have like, oh, six. You remember doing that on the shows, on your older
No,
shows?
I used to say I have a big D and I don't have to put up with this crap.
Right,
I
right.
used to say
That's what
stuff
I'm
like that's
talking.
not bragging. That's stating why I don't have to put up with your crap. But no,
Gotcha.
that was something different.
So if you had a small penis, you would have to take all the crap.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Got you. Got you.
Did you tell him that right now, real quick? Did you tell him that his penis was useless?
Useless. Yes, I told him. And
What
he
did
was like, useless
he
is
say when you told him that?
he was like, useless is a very disrespectful word. I said, it's the truth.
What about it?
Mm.
Ah,
There you go. She's smoking the marijuana. Now
Mhm.
that's ghetto.
Well, isn't that like against the rules? Can she get fired as a nurse?
That's a good question. And that's why I don't think she's a official nurse. I'm
Mhm.
thinking maybe she's one of those nurses that wear the scrubs and clean up older people changing diapers and stuff.
I don't know. If that's a nurse, then she's it. But yeah.
Yeah, nurse's aide. It's called. I don't think she's like a real nurse
Oh,
who's like responsible for taking blood and doing this and doing that. Because if she was, she wouldn't be acting like this on a national show. Kendra G is like a lot of people know about Kendra G. So do you think if she was really a professional nurse, she'll be on here smoking and talking how she's talking?
it's a
No,
highly competitive
just like
field,
you,
and
you're a smoker.
well, yeah, and I have my identity, but it's a highly
Yeah,
competitive field,
exactly.
and it is hard. Okay, so you have the people, the scrub people that you described, and it's very easy. You don't actually have to go to college for that, and you don't really need to get good grades in high school uh, to be a caregiver. And sometimes people like that call themselves nurses. So there's those, and then there's the ones that you do have to go to college for, which she did.
Oh, she
And
said she did.
yeah, she says she did. And I will say that it takes a significant amount of time from when you graduate to when you're actually working in a field, because there are more people graduating with that degree every year than there are actual nurses. So maybe she has a nursing degree or something. Who knows? Who knows? And maybe she,
Maybe.
but whatever it is, this isn't the smartest move.
Yeah, she's being very unprofessional
Mhm.
on this show. That's exactly what she's doing.
I ain't never heard of a useless penis before. She out here telling he, yeah, don't play with. Listen, don't get your feelings hurt.
Yes, Miss
Listen.
Kendra. I was like,
Kwame, now that the time has come, how can the guy reach out to you that is
thank
interested?
you so much.
No, you have to give him your Instagram. For the guy that wants to date you, give them your Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram is Twamboo. TWAAMBOO. Should I give my email? Because my pages get deleted.
Why do your pages get deleted?
I don't know. People be reporting me like for no reason.
They're reporting you. Let me check out your page real quick. Let me check out your Christian, because you're a Christian woman, you told me, right?
Amen. And
Okay,
I'll be loving your posts. I'll be loving your posts.
Okay, let's see. Let's get into it. I want to see why the Christian woman's page be getting deleted. Honestly, it's not that bad.
No,
I don't think it's a bad page. I mean,
it's a good page.
no, it's not. I mean, I'll give it to you. I've seen like only fan pages. I'm not getting that from this.
No, I'm also an advocate for zombies.
So why do you get deleted?
Did you like Kendra's nails too?
Probably not, because I didn't see them, so they didn't make an impression.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to know. She has the same color as the one that you did like.
Oh yeah, well I didn't see them, so it didn't work for her because it didn't catch my attention.
True. Well, I think the only reason why the young girl caught your attention because she's a hotter, younger, sexier woman. I don't think you're
Well,
looking
no,
at
I mean,
Kendra like
but no, I noticed that before I seen the nails, and the nails, stood out to me. Like I was like, oh, I like that too.
right. Makes sense.
Oh,
It's the
you
DM.
have 66,000 followers.
Yeah, that's why. So some people.
That's why you get deleted.
No, like it's the DM part. Like when I DM people.
So you want to give out your email? You want to give out your email?
Should I give out my email?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. This is worldwide. A lot of people are gonna see this video, so it's up to you if you want to give out your email.
Should I give out my Facebook? No.
Give out your Facebook. Give out your Facebook.
Should I give my number? No.
Girl,
I'm
your Facebook.
hang up on you. Not giving out your number. I'm about to go, babe. We gotta go. Do you want to give out your Facebook page? I mean, just your Instagram page one more time, child.
Twamboo. TWAAMBO. Oh.
There we have it. What's the age range? You never told me. You're 22.
I like 30 to 33.
Do you want to go older?
That's good. That's a good age.
That works.
Just only 30 between 33.
30 to 33. But
Okay.
I mean, I can reason with someone a little young.
Understood.
Or
All right, but
older.
you keep me posted.
Yeah, so she be probably having 30-something-year-old sugar daddies because she don't want to go over 33.
Mm-hmm.
So
What goes, love?
I'll be married by next year.
Listen, I think you can be married by next year. To be honest, I don't know. Like, you open to all races?
I'm racist.
No,
I said, are you open to all races?
I'm open to all races.
She drunk. She got drunk on the show.
I don't know if you'll get your.
what you say?
I said she drunk. And she got drunk on the show. She's drinking alcohol right now.
Yeah, she's drunk. This was 26 minutes. So yeah, she got drunk in 26 minutes. Because in the beginning, she didn't seem drunk. She was more shy. And then now towards the end, she's more open. So you're right.
Well, she's not paying attention. She's like, are you open to all races? And she's like, I'm racist.
Yeah.
She's like, should I get my number? So she got,
Yeah, she's definitely drunk and high because she was smoking marijuana as well.
This, but if you want to just marry a man for money, you can probably do that. I don't know if everything's on your list is going to be there, though. You want faithfulness too?
Need.
Oh. Well, now. I don't know. I don't know anymore. But he has to be faithful. So he has to be 5'11", make 144K a year. Can't drink, can't smoke, can't go to the club. Be okay with you drinking, smoking, and going to the club. If you get into a fight, show up at the club and beat somebody else's ass. Have at least 6 inches, because anything less than 6 inches is a useless penis. And he can't.
One thing I noticed about Kendra is she tries to make some of the women sound more undesirable. It's like she's not trying to help them find a man because she says all the negative things.
right. She's doing what Kevin Samuels, what people believe Kevin Samuels was doing, and that is, pointing out unrealistic women. But she's doing it to everybody. Like it seems like she's doing it to everybody.
Right, like she seems mean-spirited. Like she's not really trying to help people find relationships. She's just trying to make a fool of people.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what people think Kevin Samuels was doing, but pointing out, unrealistic women when they're overtly unrealistic, like average at best. Right. I mean, basically, she's treating her like average at best when her stats are way higher than average at best stats.
Exactly, her stats are higher than Kendra's. Honestly,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, she's not really, but I see what she's doing. I peep her game in that.
Yeah, especially when a woman is prettier. Like she don't really do it to women that are like unattractive and ghetto.
She does it to them too.
She does it to them, but not as bad as she does it to a woman.
Yeah, she's trying to stretch it, and right. She said money isn't a thing, but she put 144K in the title. I mean, here's the truth of the matter. And I'm not saying I know his type per se. Well, I was going to say fantastic, but I think she's younger than his age bracket. Right.
Yeah, she's only 22. He said 28 or 27 or something.
Yeah. All right. So scratch that. But let's just say a person like him who has a wide range that he's into, that includes 22-year-olds, would probably consider taking her serious. Put it like this: I've seen worse get married.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen worse get married to better than what she's asking for. So yeah, just throwing that out there. I mean, I do think that this girl could do better for herself lifestyle wise. But I think that Kendra is exaggerating on how ineligible she is.
Yeah, she's definitely eligible. The only thing is that's real unrealistic to me is her thinking she's the prize, and it was just a couple of things she said that were just crazy to me. But that don't mean she can't find a man.
That goes to where I was saying about lifestyle change.
Yeah.
that includes things like humility.
Right. Somebody needs to bring her back down to reality. That's what she needs. She needs a reality check.
Fair
Like,
enough.
okay, yes, you're hot, you're pretty, you have a nice body, all that. But you ain't all that to be acting like you acting. Like, you need to come down a little bit.
Yeah, I think life will give her that reality check, but who knows? She could get the green marble, like her first pull. So never know.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see her dating like an athlete or definitely like a football or basketball player. I can see that. I can
Maybe,
definitely see that.
like
Yeah,
anything's possible.
right. But yeah, this was a good show. I really enjoyed doing it with you, as usual.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. So you want to do final thoughts before we close it down?
My final thought is, I like the way you said I enjoyed doing it with you. I think that's what was my thought just now. Like, ooh, I like that.
Why,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, so we could leave with that thought.
All right. So everybody hit the like button. Make sure you share it. Please share, 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 share. I need to get to 500 subscribers. So my Melody Amber channel is on the road to 500 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe and share on all your platforms. Also, if you are new, subscribe to Game Changer 00100. He has some great content over there. And if you're feeling generous, hit the Cash App, cash tag Game Changer 00100 and cash tag Melody Show. It was an awesome show. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next episode of Checkmate. Peace.
Peace.